Hey guys, it's Rondi. Stop. It's Rondi here. You get a little 2-for-1 deal today because we thought we'd give you a little update. I keep updating you on wedding stuff, but I thought I'd give you a little update on personal wedding-y, couple-y stuff. And
we broke off the engagement.
Stop. And fill you in on a preparing for marriage, premarital counseling thing that we're doing through our church.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Would you call it something different?
No, that's right on.
That we're doing through church. We are 4 sessions deep and have 4 sessions left. It's going well.
Awesome.
I think we're having fun.
So much fun.
And we're learning a lot about each other in the process.
Yes.
Not really. The problem is we talk a lot as it is, so it's not like we're learning new things that much. But I know that Ronnie wanted to share some new things that he learned, so I'll let him share them.
I thought you were going to share what you learned first.
I want you to go first.
Okay. Well, first of all, we have to confess that this book, which we're using for the Preparing for Marriage class, we actually bought about 2 months into our relationship. We were looking for something to get to know each other better and kind of a guide for what questions to ask that we may forget to cover and just something to get a little deeper. So there are many sections of this book we already did, and then it just so happens it's the same book that our church recommends for the Preparing for Marriage class. So one thing I would say is not so much that I've learned during our class, but one thing that's important is to set up somebody's expectations. And one thing that I was always very open and honest with was CF. We talked about it the first night we ever met, and the possibilities, both positive and negative, of the disease. And Mandy has always been very in tune of, what could happen and what our life could look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And so we've always had that communication lane kind of wide open. And it's made the rest of our communication, I think, easier because really when you compare it to that, everything else kind of really isn't a big deal. And so we were fortunate enough to talk about that kind of stuff and set up our relationship kind of on a really strong foundation of being very open and honest. And now this book is pretty much just a breeze because it just covers simple stuff like how many kids you want to have and who's going to pay the bills. And so I would just encourage, especially you CF guys and gals, sisters and fibros, just to be very open about the possibilities down the road. We don't know what life's going to hold, but you definitely don't want to get into a relationship and make them think that they're going to have a quote-unquote normal life or normal household because, as we all know, it's far from normal. So that's definitely made it easier for us. What about you, sweetheart? What have you learned?
Well, shamefully, I have learned that I am far more immature than Ronnie is when it comes to communicating and arguments and conflict, and some of it comes from me just being a lot more emotional than he is. So I'm a lot more of a roller coaster, and I get super excited about things, and then I get super sad about things or upset. But I'm definitely a fight to win kind of girl, and Ronnie is a lot better about knowing that no one actually has to win an argument. But I will fight him to the death, even if I know I'm wrong. So that's something that I've learned I need to work on. And I'm sure Ronnie likes to hear that. I think he's more mature than I am.
Which is shocking for any of you who actually know me at any sort of personal level.
From a 30-year-old man that makes a fart noise when someone bends over near him. But when it comes to relationally, Ronnie's a lot more mature in a lot of senses. So that's something that I'm working on. And I've learned
Of the
about
long
myself.
list.
Of the long, I mean, it's long.
It's
So actually, Ronnie decided to write out everything that I needed to work on in a list here. And so I'm just reading through and really taking it to heart. And I'm just kidding. These happen to be his answers to questions in the book. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. No wedding actual planning stuff has...
sorry.
Okay. No wedding planning stuff really going on.
Nope.
So that's it.
That's it. Hope you guys have a great Monday.
If you're engaged, we recommend this book.
Yes.
It's a good one. Preparing for Marriage.
What's up?
So, all right.
We're good. I was waiting for a kiss. Seriously?
Bye, guys.